So here again on IceTime.TV for our regular catch-up with Devils player coach Andrew Lord. And Andrew, it's finally summer in Cardiff. What's it like with you?
It's good. Yeah, it's obviously been extra busy this last week or so. Weather's a little bit muggy, but we're not. We've had a bit of sun on and off. Definitely not like what you guys have right now. It sounds like it's Spain back there, right. The last couple days.
It's not too bad. We haven't got air conditioning over here, so I'm suffering, but there we go. We spoke last week, and you hinted at the end of the interview off camera that maybe there was some news coming out that wasn't entirely positive for the Devils, and then a couple of hours later, the news broke that Zach Avato wasn't returning to the roster because he's got a fantastic career opportunity back at home. Just speak to Zach Avato and what he brought to the Devils last year, and the blow it is to not have him in the lineup.
Yeah, it's a huge blow there. Was on the phone with Herb and told me the news, and um, you know I'm extremely happy for Zach to begin with. It's a great opportunity. He's always wanted to be a fireman post hockey career, and from my understanding, what he told me, it's extremely difficult to get into that Ottawa Fire Service, and he's got some good connections. He's been working very hard at it the last 2 summers, and an opportunity's come up that he couldn't say no to, and it was a brutal phone call. I felt for him because he genuinely loved Cardiff so much. He badly wanted to come back. He badly still wants to play hockey, but it's one of those life decisions that if he passes it up now, it might be a lot more difficult down the road for a few different little reasons there. And we wish him all the best. Absolutely, I'm very happy for him. I'm also a little bit sorry for him because I know how hard it was. But as far as him as a player, yeah, very very difficult to replace. That EU passport first and foremost is a big blow, especially this late in the summer. It is challenging to find those guys. They usually come at a little bit of a higher price as well. His speed. The fact that he can play all three forward positions, the fact that he can play, down the lineup and up the lineup as a checker or we saw there sometimes when guys got injured, he can really contribute offensively. And above all else, his character and his work ethic and just, we all saw it, and it's tough. It's very tough, but at the same time, extremely happy for him because I know he's going to have a great kind of post-career here, and that is exciting as well that he's set up long-term.
And a little bit of a scoop, a little bit of insight for Cardiff Devils fans. Last week was one of your toughest as coach of the Cardiff Devils because you actually lost another player who had signed and a player who came into Cardiff last year and had a very big impact.
Yeah, it was a brutal 24 hours, really. Probably the toughest since I came on. But we had Herb the one morning, and then the following morning, Rusty there. We really thought we were going to have him back, and Ryan Russell, sorry, and unfortunately he's becoming a scout with the San Jose Sharks, which is an incredible opportunity for him. But it's another big void to fill or hole to fill. Very high-end guy, another good skater, so reliable, two-way hockey player, and I was really excited to, if he was going to come back there to see his offensive upside under a full year because I think he had years there as a checker, and we started to see the spark the last 10, 15 games, and I think it would have been pretty special, but again, very difficult decision for him. I know he wanted to come back badly, but I mean, how can you say no to that opportunity? And as an organization, we wish both those guys the very best, and we know they'll have huge success in their post-career positions.
But I suppose for you, it doesn't hurt that Ryan Russell, an ex-NHL and now a scout of the San Jose Sharks, he's only got good things to say about the Cardiff Devils. So to take the name of the Devils forward, that's probably not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, I poked him a little bit to make sure he knew he was making the right decision, and then once it was obvious he knew that he was, and he was happy with the decision, I immediately told him that he owes us one, if not a couple. So yeah, we'll stay in touch with him, and hopefully we'll get a little help here.
But it's certainly not all doom and gloom. More positive news for Cardiff Devils fans. A week or so ago, I asked you about whether you were looking to get some size on the back end, and you didn't show your hand to me then, but you can reveal tonight that a bit of a rugged but high-quality defenseman is coming in the shape of Mark Lewis.
Yeah, extremely excited. Big right shot defenseman, about 6'4", 225 pounds. He's had a great career. 4 solid years in the or 3.5 solid years in the American League there. A good career at a Canadian university, St. FX. He had a good solid year this last year in the East Coast League in Orlando, and honestly, haven't heard a bad thing about him. Great character guy. He has a lot of close ties with some players, that I'm very close with away from the organization, and I have a lot of faith in those guys, the guys that gave me the references. And on video, the biggest thing is his skating ability. Skates very well for a big guy, gets up and down the ice. He closes space quickly. He's physical, and he's going to be able to handle the tough guys. He's gone with, if you look at his fight record there, he's gone with just about everybody. So there's going to be no issues on that front. But at the same time, I think there's a huge upside with his playing ability, and I'm really excited to see that side of his game. And the other thing is he dearly wanted to come to Cardiff. He had heard great things, and this really was the place for him. I know other teams were after him, but it was the right fit, and we're thrilled to have him.
How important is it with the evolution of the game, and of course with the Devils playing most of their games on big ice now, that even with a rough, tough defenseman like him, like you say, the foot speed has got to be good, the skating ability has got to be good, because that's the modern hockey game.
Yeah, absolutely. You watch that Cup final there, and you saw what Pittsburgh did. You keep going back to that, and I know our league, is maybe on a bit slower of a curve to that, but it's still transitioning. The speed of our league, the speed of the game, the last couple of years has increased dramatically. Then we make the move over to the big rink, and you see guys like Fournier there. The last couple games at home, what they can do with that speed, with that skating ability, and we need to upgrade our speed, and right now I think we're doing that.
So I know you're a big one that everybody's got to fit into the ethos of the Cardiff Devils locker room, and when Jamie Elson gives me the 2-minute warning on these signings and gives me a little bit of a heads up, he said that you checked and the references are that this guy is a great team guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, everything was just great. Real, good quality guy. Just wants to win. Wants to, protect his teammates. Wants to be a part of things, and he's hungry to win a championship with us, which is another big thing we need. And I think he's just another quality addition that is really going to bolster our defensive core.
So that's the six-man decor complete. It looks like you've got 2 more forwards left to go. How's the phone bill at the moment? And you getting any sleep?
I thought I was going to get a week here. I thought we were pretty much done, and then yeah, Herb and Rusty are going to maybe owe me a beer here. But no, it's good. It's interesting at the same time because I think movement's been a little bit slow across Europe. There's some guys, that seem to be, North America's a tough gig right now. American League, the NHL, it's getting younger and younger, and I think that's having a little bit of a trickle down effect over into Europe, and then obviously that's going to have a trickle down effect to our league slightly. So it's exciting, and fortunately we do a lot of work early on in the off season. We don't just go with the first guy that looks really good. We do a lot of groundwork. We do a ton of comparison, and I think, or I know that guys are dying to play here. We've had a lot of guys the last couple of weeks, even basically begging to play for the Cardiff Devils, and it's a good problem to have. It's just a lot of work sifting through and trying to make the right decision.
Well, I'm sure that's music to all Cardiff Devils fans' ears that a lot of players want to sign for the club, and that's testament to you and Todd Kelman and the rest of the ownership group. Andrew, we'll leave it there for the time being, but hopefully catch up with you real soon for more signing news.
Thanks so much. Sounds good.
Thanks, Andrew.